And this is exactly why we can't have nice things. Folks, let's take a look at the intro cinematic of Helldivers 2, which apparently is triggering the left. Check this out. This is from NBC News. A video game has reinvigorated a long-running debate about fascism and satire. What's the fucking debate? It is a satire. This is typical from the left. They have no creativity, no imagination, no sense of humor. Unless it's perfectly boxed into their woke religion, they just get offended. Let's first look and then comment, because it's pretty good. Super Earth.
Super Earth. Our home. Prosperity. Liberty. Hi there. Democracy. Our way of life. Oh, hello. But freedom doesn't come free. No! Sweet liberty! No! Look familiar? Scenes like these are happening all over the galaxy right now. You could be next. That is, unless you make the most important decision of your life. Prove to yourself that you have the strength and the courage to be free. Join the Helldivers. Become part of an elite peacekeeping force. See exotic new life forms. And spread managed democracy throughout the galaxy. Become a hero. Become a legend. Become a Helldiver.
It is great. Every single image, every single word is pure irony, and it's glorious. By the way, managed democracy, it is a real thing. This is from the strong state in Russia, the managed democracy. The concept of managed democracy was introduced to prioritize political stability and economic reform in the first half of the 20th century, in 2000s. The managed democracy regime assisted Russia by limiting the power of oligarchs in the regions and the center of consolidating support for a state agenda. Managed democracy is like a parliamentary monarchy, right? It's kind of, you cannot have both things. Either you have democracy or you manage it, you know. But it is great. I love how they went with this thing, and a bunch of gems all over the place. First of all, here, Super Earth, your typical suburb, right? Standardizing, loss of identity. Notice the drones flying all over, and solar panels. Everything needs to have a bunch of solar panels because solar is the way in which you save the planet, right? Of course, even though it pollutes, and same for the electric vehicles all over the place.
Liberty.
Liberty. All of the houses are the same, all of the people are kind of the same, and liberty while you have soldiers patrolling your own suburbs. That's the concept of liberty, right?
Democracy. Our way of life. Oh.
Hey. The interracial family thing is great also. And by the way, I was reading about this. It is super exaggerated. And any of the advertising, movies, TV, anything you see, it is blown. It's like 1,000% more than actual real interracial couples in the real life. It just makes no sense. It's almost like half of the couples you see on TV have to be interracial, when in reality is far less than 1% or something ridiculous like that. I would have loved if they had gone a little bit of an extra step and have the white guy, the black chick, and let's say an Asian kid or a Filipino, something that makes no fucking sense whatsoever, but, you know, inclusion. And this is just part of the satire as well. So it's a satire on in terms of fascism and the fascism of the left as well. The idea of forcing their inclusivity and their agenda down your throat every single time they get the opportunity.
Doesn't come free.
And of course the bugs, because right, Starship Troopers. And then it's where it gets militarized. That's when it starts with a US military joint campaign satire, which is, oh,
Look familiar?
yeah.
Scenes
My family gets killed by bugs every day, of course.
like these are happening all over the galaxy right now. You could be next.
Fear, make sure everyone is scared,
That is,
but you have a choice.
unless you make the most important decision of your life. Prove to yourself that you have the strength and the courage to be free.
Prove to yourself, so you're being challenged to show that you have the courage to be free, while the irony there is great. Prove to yourself that you have the courage to be free by joining the military, where all you will do is just shut up and take orders. Which is the least free thing you could possibly do.
Join the Helldivers. Become part of an elite peacekeeping force.
Yeah, you will be super special, super elite. You will be something different and meaningful. When in reality, you will be just one more cog in a gigantic, monstrous machine where you could not matter any less. You're basically a number and just something that is the easiest thing to replace. And by the way, doing the most shitty, crappiest jobs you could possibly think of if you're one of the minions that standardize parts of all of this, right?
See exotic new life forms.
And this is actually very real. The idea of joining the military as not only will you be doing all cool stuff, when in reality is only like guys in special forces that gets kind of, elite training. But if you're doing the minion job, it's nothing like that. But it's promoted as do interesting things, meet interesting people, go to exotic locations. And talking with guys that have been in the military, many of them will tell you that. And even those that think they got to know the countries they've been deployed to, or many of them either realize themselves, or when you talk with them, no man, I did no tourism whatsoever, got to learn nothing about this country, this place, or even what they learn is, yeah, I learned German. Really? Yes. Hi. It's basically a kind
And spread managed democracy.
Oh yeah. This, I mean, you know the image, right? The typical, yeah. That's from the photograph.
See. Become a hero.
You jumping and thumping the chests.
Become a legend.
It's great. I love it. I think it's fantastic. Guys, unfortunately, we are getting real managed democracy being spread all over, and for that, you definitely want to be prepared, and that's why I wrote my book, Surviving the Economic Collapse and Street Survival Skills, which you will have there in the links below, so as to be ready, so as to not fall for all of this crap, and the fucking managed democracy we will get soon enough, if it's not already there in place. Take care. See you next time.